Hey guys, Notorious here, and welcome back to another Fallout 76 armor guide. Now, today's armor guide is going to be on the Excavator power armor. Now, I remember when I first saw this power armor walking around and people in it, and I was like, what in the world is that? You look like you're like a dump truck. Like, don't you see like the headlights and just how it looks? Makes you look like you're in construction. Of course, that's the whole point of it, because it is made for mining. So, this power armor is, can only be crafted, and it can only be found in one area. And that one area happens to be over here in the mining district. And I believe, is it there? I think it's, no, man, I think it's there if I'm correct. Yes. Okay, so here at the, I'm gonna so butcher that, the Garhana mining headquarters. So basically, there is actually a side mission to help you do this. So basically, if you walk up here, you'll see like a poster, and I think it'll make you read it. You like click whatever button to interact, and then it'll make the quest for you, and then you have to go down into the area, and you, in the back area there'll be like a bunch of power armor stations, and from a computer you will learn how to make it, and then you make it, and you gotta authorize it. But the only problem is it takes black titanium, and when you first do this quest, like at a starting level, you don't have enough black titanium to make it. So I suggest just saving that for a little bit until you have enough black titanium to make it, because you just can't make the power armor and leave. The quest will never leave you alone. You have to authorize it first. So that is where you find it. Now, I'm fixing my chair real quick. Okay, so now to talk about where to find mods and things, there are 3 locations that to find mods for this. Now, the only place I do know of, come on, is down here at the Wight Springs bunker. Now, if you've seen all my other armor videos, we are here a lot. The reason why is because everything is found here. That's just the bottom line. So basically, when you come here to Wight Springs, you want to go down the steps and to the right, and then to the left immediately to the Responders vendor. He is the one I've seen the most Excavator power armor plans. Now, these other areas I'm not quite sure of. It says vendor bought Greg at Grafton. Grafton is way up here. There she is, Grafton. Now, I have no idea where this guy is, so you're just gonna have to search for him. I'm sorry, I've never known to find Excavator power armor up here, so I'm not quite sure. And the other place is this vendor bought Chad at Camden Park. I have no idea where this Camden Park is. I'm going to guess it's something like that. I'm not quite sure where this park is. So if you happen to know where this Camden Park is, then you should be able to find it. Right, so let's talk about the stats. Right, sorry, it's still loading. God damn. Alright, so stats, that's what we're talking about. So this is the only power armor I've noticed that actually has 4 effects on it. Unlike the Ultrasight that I just currently read off, that had no stats, which made, or no effects, which made no sense. Even though it's Ultrasight, you think it would help against Scorch, but whatever. So, for your Excavator power armor, the highest level you can have is a full 45 set, level 45. I did not craft a level 45 set because I do not have the resources to make all this power armor. Just trying to get some of these power armors drained a lot of my resources, so of course I tried to make the lowest version of it. But if of course you want the highest version of it, it is level 45. There is no 50. So at a max level of 45, your damage resistance will be 240, and your energy resistance will be 240, and your radiation resistance will be 366. So that's actually not bad. It's not the greatest when it comes to durability and stuff. T60 and Ultrasight seem to be a lot better. Even T51's better than this, which is kind of sad. Now, for its beautiful effects. Now, it says here that it ×4 mining bonus on ores. So if you're that kind of person that walks around and mines ores, you're going to want to be in this power armor for it because you get ×4 the amount. And it gives you plus 10% to carry, or plus 100% to carry weight. I'm sorry, can't even read. Plus 100 to carry weight, not percent. 100 to carry weight. I can't even talk, I can't even think. So your carry weight, so for instance, I have 300. Oh no, that's because I'm wearing it. So normally I think I have like 200, so that's 300, so that's a lot better. Alright, the other thing is, just like with every other armor, you get a 42% damage reduction and a 90% resistance to rads. For this armor, I kind of wish they put it like a 50 or a 70%, because you don't have a lot of damage resistance or energy resistance. Like, you're pretty much like in the worst armor in the game. It's really just meant for carry weight and finding ores. Like, that's really all this armor's for. And of course looking, you know, like you're in construction. Alright, what else? So we're going to talk about the perks. So, you know, if you just listen, you know, if the controller would listen to me, thank you. So, for your durability stuff, come on, I'm just having a bad day today, aren't I? Alright, so, I always told you guys about durability for the power armors. Nobody knows the durability. That is because it's already put into the power armor system to tell you when it's about to break. Now, if you don't want it to break so often, I want you to use this perk, Fix It Good. Now, of course, you're going to want this version 3-starred in your inventory, so then you have a 200% over the current amount, so then you have a better durability. Now, the other perks for your power armor is this one. Excuse me. The Pain Train, which damaging and stagger enemies by sprinting into them. Of course, I don't quite know exactly how this perk works. I have seen it work before, but I currently don't wear power armor myself, so I wouldn't really know. Next one, of course, you're going to need is full charge. I advise this with anyone who uses power armor. When you sprint, you do happen to consume fusion core energy, so 1 star makes it so you consume half, and at 2 stars you can consume none. So if you are sprinting a lot, which everybody does, I suggest you have this perk on you. Next is everything in intelligence. Jeez, why am I yawning? Goddamn. Such a bad video already. Just kidding, I already know it's a good video. So, this one. Portable power, which just reduces the weight of your power armor. Now, I don't quite understand how this would work, even though power armor already gives you carry weight, and then, of course, it takes it away? So it doesn't really make any sense to really have this perk. But, of course, if your power armor is giving you weight issues, you guys can go ahead and use this perk. Next, Power Patcher. Now, this perk and Fix It Good are going to go hand in hand. You're going to need both these perks at the same time. So, when you normally read these kind of perks, it says your power armor breaks 20% slower and is cheaper to repair. That is not what it says, people. So, basically what it says is your power armor breaks 20% slower and is 20% cheaper to repair. So normally in perks that say stuff like this, whatever the percentage is normally what goes with whatever the remainder of the sentence is. So basically you're going to want a full version of this and Fix It Good, so that when you go to repair your armor, you have a 60% cheaper repair, and you repair it over 100%, which is 200. So that is incredibly useful to have. Next, of course, Powersmith. Any of you people using power armor, you need the max amount of this, so then you can use whatever mods you need. Okay, so you're going to want one of these in your inventory as well. Power User. I prefer this for anyone who is using power armor. So fusion cores now last 30%, 60%, and is doubled with 3 stars. So basically it is increasing the durability over your fusion core. I suggest you have this at a 3-star or at least 2-star when using power armor. Alright, and the last one is stabilized. Your power armor, or in power armor, your heavy guns gain more accuracy and ignore 15% armor. Now, this is another perk card that I'm talking about where the percentage in the sentence goes for anything. The reason why I say this is because I have no idea how much accuracy it would give you. Probably it could give you 15 accuracy. It could give you 10 accuracy. It could give you 1 accuracy. You don't know until you equip it. So I'm going to assume how this works is that it says actually you get 50% more accuracy and ignore 15% armor, and then a max amount, even though it says guns gain an expert amount of accuracy. Technically 45% is excellent, so come on. So if you guys are using heavy guns, I suggest you at least have this perk on, even if it is a 1-star, because that extra 15% really does help. Trust me, using heavy guns, it's helpful. So I think that's it. Now the last thing to talk about is your fusion cores. Now, as of course it's beeping at me, I don't have one. That's because it's in my ultrasight right now. When it comes to your guys' fusion cores, I know a lot of you can't find it, or it's hard to obtain, or it's hard to get. It's not. For someone who doesn't wear power armor, back in the day I used to be able to find fusion cores like crazy, and instead of trading with caps, I traded fusion cores. That's how many fusion cores I had, and I had maxed out versions. I'm pretty sure at one time I had 35 fusion cores at full. Okay, so finding fusion cores is not hard, people. But if it is hard for you, I do understand. So of course you can find them throughout the whole game, there's no problem in that. But you should come down to any of the power plants, and as you say, it says fusion cores. Now, when you claim the workbench there, you of course want to defend the fusion core, and over time it will make you fusion cores. So that is a really easy way of getting them, because crafting them requires flux, and if you understand how the nuke works and how flux is, then of course you're making fusion cores out the wazoo. But since a lot of us don't know that, there is another way. So whenever you see that V next to somebody, that little V, that means they're selling something. Okay, so let's see if the other dude's still here. There we go. So when it says they're selling ammo, that includes fusion cores. Now, the cheapest I've seen a maxed amount of fusion core being sold for is about 50 caps for 100%. That is a great deal. If they're selling it at 100, that's also a really good deal, because a standard fusion core sells for 172 caps. So that's 72 caps you don't have to pay for. But if you see someone selling one for like 50 at 100 caps, that's not worth it. Don't buy it. Okay, even if you really need it, it's not worth it. It's better just to go and get your own or find them. The other thing you could do is check other power armor locations and steal the fusion cores out of those. So, basically, this armor was a great asset to us. A lot of people do use this armor, but understand that you are very squishy using this armor, and that really, you're only going to be using this armor because you have carry weight issues. That's the bottom line. I currently don't use power armor. I don't ever really use it, and I wouldn't actually advise using this unless you have carry weight issues. That'd be the only reason why to use this, is if you're trying to fast travel and you're already encumbered. But of course, that's my personal opinion. You guys can have your own opinion. This is just a guide to help you out. Now, if you guys have any comments, please definitely ask questions. I will get back to you, and if anyone has questions about it, help them out in the comments. That helps me and helps the community of this channel grow. And as always, guys, if you liked it, please comment down below and tell me what you think. My name is Notorious, and have a wonderful day.